The more we looked into the music and talked about it, the more you realise how, or the more you're reminded rather, how internationally spanning and how cross-generational this music is. People stood outside Abbey Road Studios are 80-year-old Chelsea pensioners and 16-year-old Japanese schoolgirls, and you can just see how the world was interested, has always been interested, and will still be interested in this evergreen and diverse music from this iconic band. I guess in terms of Jack's journey, he finds himself with a kind of golden ticket to the life and the career that he'd always hoped for himself and had never quite achieved. And his initial interaction with that is excitement, is possibility, is great, the world is my oyster. And through a kind of slightly fractious beginning, he is actually able to realise that and to go on the adventure that he hoped, which is talk shows and sell-out gigs and the possibility of platinum-selling albums. But I think the more fame he's given and the more opportunity he's given, he's learning two things. He's getting further and further away from the person who he was and his roots and the potential of love, familial love, or kind of being with the person who he's supposed to have been with this whole time. But there's also the idea that he's a fake, he's a fraud, and there's a fear of people discovering the truth behind what's going on. And I think the complexity of the journey that Jack's character is going on is a kind of roll-up of both of those things. It's losing sight of himself, and it's drowning in the stress and the fear of discovery, and also the guilt of knowing that the rightful owners of those songs aren't getting the credit that they deserve. Hopefully the film will do a couple of things. It will let lifelong fans of the Beatles continue to be lifelong fans. It will remind people who've always enjoyed them that they should go back and listen to them. And hopefully it'll let people know who haven't previously listened to the music or really engaged with it, that it's all out there and that it's worth discovering.